What I think, as farmers, we just really need to understand this kind of stuff. Which kind of pastures do we have in our areas? What are the nutritional values of our pastures? Now in northern Uganda, this is a very common pasture or fodder tree, and this is called ale in uh, in Lugbara. It's called ale. So this ale, or in English we call it acacia umbrella tree, is a tree of wonders because they say it's medicinal, which is okay. They say it's a hardy pasture, or it's a hardy fodder trees. During the rainy season, this thing looks beautiful and it's really growing faster. During the dry spell, still it is perfect. So it withstands the dry area. So in dry areas, this is the plant, or this is the fodder tree that you cannot see drying up. The advantage of it actually is full of proteins, and of which when you look at the goat farming, we are looking at the protein. Most of the people, me, I think if they had the information, they would use it, because you find a lot of people really cutting this down and is doing goat farming. Remember, goats are browsers. What we mean by being browser is eating or feeding from up. So this is always up. So you see there is a lot of thorns, but they can always be picking only this. Me, the only way I can know that in the area I am, there is goats, is seeing scats, on these trees. You find goat eating the lower part they can afford to touch. So you always find the scats they have eaten. So I think if we could identify this kind of pastures and we understand them, we cannot even cut them. If we don't cut them, we are going to do more of goats. Me, I think some of you were asking me, where are we going to sell our goats? Who is going to eat them if we all do goat farming? My dear, if you didn't know that goat's meat, it's now clocking to 40,000 shillings. Let me give you an example. If you go to Gayaza Road, they give you a piece, and the piece is eaten at 12,000. Sorry, the piece is eaten at 4,000. So 3 pieces can make a quarter. So that means your quarter of goat's meat is at 12,000. So if you multiply it by 4 to make a kilo, that is 48,000. You don't know, or you didn't know, that you're eating goat's meat at 48,000. So me, I'm saying, like we farmers, people buy our goats maximum a kilo at 10,000, and they also give it on a wholesale price of 15,000. So those people who put more other roasting, they sell it at 48,000 before we even export it. But if we decide to export it, where do you think a kilo is going to be? So we still lack a lot. More people have goats, but the goats they have, really, those are the locals. When you look at the conversion rate of the local goat, a goat reaches maturity or makes 15 kgs of meat at 4 years. And if we do hybrids, they will reach at an earlier stage. 6 months, it's ready to be eaten, and it can make carcass of 20 kgs. So that means we have goats, I don't deny, but their growth rate, because we cannot be waiting. If you sell a goat of 4 years, that means to replace it, you need more other extra 4 years. So we need goats that grow faster. Most of the goats we have, they are slow growers. So that means they are not putting us in a supply. So if people understand this, then they understand the breed. And why do they go for the same breed? I don't want to hear anybody telling me that hybrids are very hard to manage. No, that is not an issue. We always manage them in the same way. So in northern Uganda, we are now going to put a breeding farm, of which is going to help other people get the genes. Then it's going to help us make other people know. We shall teach them how to use the local stuff or the pastures they have to convert it into monies. Because now they've been having a lot of pastures, but instead they've been cutting it down. So like here, they told me they have cut more of this, and me, I'm looking for them to plant them. You get it? So I think information is more important. The information is more strong, and that can help us to achieve more because we have the raw materials. But how do we convert it into monies? That is how people need to know it. And this is what I'm trying to let you know, how to convert dollars. How do you convert grass into dollars? That is the process. The process is buying the animals, which are high converters, which grow faster. Then after buying them, introduce them to the nature. Our nature is very perfect. Introduce it to the nature, let it eat it, and it will be very happy that you're helping it to eat the palatable grasses, of which you're also aiming for their growth and make dollars out of it. So I think we can make this, and we can be real suppliers. Let's be Pearl of Africa when we are really doing what they call Pearl of Africa. We shall not just be saying we have very good vegetation, very good climate, our nature is so good, and we don't have what to sell to those people who really love our things, who really enjoy the palatability of our food or our meat or everything. So I think let's work hard, and then we can make it. I think we can give out information. Those who understand, they will start it, and we can make it. Thank you very much. And this is a very good pasture. I think I'll be bringing more before you even introduce or before you even add in more money to plant grasses. We still have the natural grasses. If it reduces, we shall need supplements. Like these people who are blessed to have this kind of, I really just can't imagine. But those are the people that have not even thought about goat farming. But we shall let them understand. Now they have started at least using these materials. We've been missing them. We've been not utilizing them. So we are starting to utilize them. Thank you very much. Let me wish you the best. Hope to see you next time.